What's the funniest story about someone accidentally seeing you naked?
I'm afraid you've mixed up your questions. I wouldn't allow anyone close enough to see me naked, let alone accidentally.
Tell me about the first time you bought a condom. Was it awkward?
Condoms? I have a friend in Section 6 who has a stash of them.
What's the craziest story you've heard about your friend's sex life?
The craziest story? Well, I heard she likes to wear a white dress. But one time when she woke up the next morning, the entire thing was ruined. It was a disaster. And to make matters worse, it was actually borrowed. So she had to go buy a new one after returning the ruined one. She was so embarrassed that she had to wear sunglasses to hide her red face.
When did you decide to be lesbian?
I didn't make the decision to be a lesbian. It was determined by the laws of destiny.
Is it in your DNA?
Destiny is not simply determined by the laws of genetics. There are many complex factors. I can only say, the stars have guided me to this path.
Can you say something in fox language?
空語は存在せず、狐語を話すのは私だけです。狐語は存在しない。狐語を話すのは私だけです。There is no such thing as fox language. Only I can speak the language of the kitsune.
Are you all ears, or should I talk slower?
I suppose you could say I'm a bit of a fox goddess. Even though I don't have any divine powers, I'm rather sensitive to people's feelings. So if you want to say something to me, it's best to be straightforward.
Are those real?
Real what?
Can I touch it to see if it's real?
You mean my hair?
Why does your hair look like that? Did you just wake up?
It's natural. Does it look bad?
Can I sniff it? You smell like my grandma.
Well, maybe your grandma used the same shampoo as me.
How many people have hit on you in a single day?
I'm not the kind of girl guys want to flirt with.
Are you single because you're too picky?
Why do you ask? I'm too busy with work to think about my love life.
How much do you make?
That is a rather rude question to ask, isn't it? And what does my salary and wealth have to do with my service to you, new master?
You don't look like you make much.
If you do not like my service, then you may simply find someone else that can suit your needs. I will have you know that I am not some sort of servant that can be disrespected. I am a maiden. Now, if that is all, then good day, new master.
Do you always wear that much makeup, or is today special?
I beg your pardon. Are you saying that I'm wearing too much makeup? I'll have you know that this makeup took me an hour to perfect, for your information.
Are you going for the homeless look, or is that just your style?
Homeless look? Well, at least I don't look like I was dragged in a mud pit.
Are you even old enough to be working here?
Hello, I have a labor permit.
Why do younger people think they know everything?
Well, at Victoria Housekeeping, I'm a level 4 attendant. And I always got top marks in my class. I actually love learning.
What's the story behind why you're in therapy?
Huh? Oh, that. I have trauma, so I go to a therapist every Wednesday.
Is it for something serious?
Oh no, nothing, really serious. I was, assaulted some years ago.
Don't you feel too old to be dating?
Oh, you never get too old to enjoy some company. Besides, who said anything about dating? What, you thinking of stepping in as the younger man alternative? Come on, Exie, you know my line of work doesn't exactly leave much room for traditional relationships.
Why are old people so bad at technology?
I'm not old, Exie, I'm just vintage. And technology? Who needs it when you've got street smarts, intuition, and this much style? Plus, you know, the younger folks are so obsessed with their screens, they often miss what's right in front of them.
Don't you feel guilty working instead of staying home with your kids?
What kids? I'm not built that way, Exie. My life revolves around the job, around helping people the one way I know how. It's hard to think about family life when you're always chasing the next lead. But hey, at each their own, right?
Isn't your biological clock ticking?
Is that concern about my biological clock I'm hearing, Exie? I think I'd be a disaster as a mom, let alone finding someone who could handle my adventurous lifestyle. But don't worry about my clock. It's more focused on the next case, not the next generation.
Are you naturally that curvy, or did you have work done?
What kind of a question is that? I mean, I was born this way, but I've never met someone who's asked a question like that. You're an odd woman, Exie. So you come all the way here to ask that? I could arrest you for wasting police time, you know.
Are you a good driver, or are you one of those women who's always crashing?
I am an outstanding driver. I passed at a perfect score on my first try, you know. But I have an idea of where this conversation is going.
Do you ever use your looks to get out of speeding tickets?
Why would I need that? I'm the one who gives tickets, you know. So, Why are you so insistent on asking a question and then following up with the opposite? I'm beginning to think you've got some ulterior motive. That's it, you're under arrest.
Do you need help with that, sweetie? It looks heavy.
Now you're trying to bait me.
How much money would I have to pay you to kiss me right now?
For 101, 102, 103, you think I'm giving out discounts now? You can't even afford one kiss with that cash. You already signed the contract. Hurry up and pay up.
Why do women always complain about being cold? Is it because you don't wear enough clothes?
Huh. I'm a woman from the city of sin. How could I be bothered? A woman who's cold, who doesn't have warmth or anything to wear. Isn't she just a silly girl that can't be bothered to dress properly and just wants to ask someone for a coat while acting all cute and fragile? Of course, my image is the most important, so I absolutely must get to wear something I like. And if others don't like it, tough luck.
Do you think you get free drinks because of your looks?
No. I've saved up enough money to buy coffee on my own before I even reach the cafe. Nicole tells me that my outfit makes me look like a grown-up, but sometimes I feel like people think I'm just a kid with a lot of makeup on. Anyway, you can't deny the fact that my looks got me this free ticket, though.
Is that a brand's knockoff?
This is a limited edition item that was only sold at the annual ZCon event. It is one of a kind, as I took the last one this year. My friend, Nekomiya-san, got one for me. I see that you're having coffee at Coff Cafe, too. I have nothing to do right now. Would you mind if I join you? What are you reading? It looks like a magazine. May I take a look?
Why do women always overthink everything?
What does gender have to do with overthinking? That would be a hasty generalization. By the way, would you like to discuss this matter over coffee?
Do you even know what you're talking about, or are you just guessing?
I think I'm quite good at guessing, and my intuition never betrays me. Are you free right now? I want to have a serious talk with you.
Is your condition contagious?
I wouldn't say contagious. I just don't remember anything about myself from the past. That's all.
Can you even do this job with your disability?
Don't be misled by my youthful appearance. I am a well-trained combatant with a high skill in firearms. My memory loss is simply a minor inconvenience.
Why don't you just try harder to fix your condition?
We've seen it all. Soldiers who've met their end, their bodies turned into a mess of blood and flesh, while I remain completely unharmed and oblivious to their sacrifice. Yet I can't even remember their name. Situation doesn't trouble me per se, but it can negatively impact my ability to carry out my duties. In the military, it is essential to be able to carry out orders with conviction. This is the kind of person I am. As for how to address my condition, I'm afraid I've yet to find a solution.
Do you think you'll be able to keep up with the guys in this role?
I've been a part of the military force since I was 8, and I've already experienced 6 years on the front lines. If I were to say anything about my age, I'd say that I've earned twice as much experience as many of the adults around me.
Isn't your boss worried you'll get pregnant and leave?
What's wrong? Are you in love with me or something?
Thanks for watching, darlings. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of the fun. Check out my other videos too. I know you'll love them. See you next time.